Alright Deadlock players, buckle up! Today we're diving deep into the game's hero meta, straight from the top Eternals players. I analyzed high-ranked matches data from the October patch to bring you the ultimate guide on which heroes crush it and which, well, let's just say they've seen better days. I'm a bit late for this one as a new hero patch came out, but most insights are still valid. Plus, we've got an infographic cheat sheet with everything from this video, so you don't need to rewatch it or remember every detail. More game time, less watching. As new game patches arrive and the meta changes, the cheat sheet will be updated, so subscribe to the channel and stay ahead from your competition. You can download it from the link right below. So here's the deal, I gathered data from 100 matches, all played by the top 0.5% Deadlock players or higher. These are the best of the best. This is where the game meta forms. I crunched the numbers and brought to you everything, from the win rates to soul collections and beyond. First, let's cover the basic. The average match duration, 30 minutes and 46 seconds. But don't blink, these games can swing fast. Teams collected an average of 12,734 souls per minute, which translates to about 1,061 souls per player. If by the end of the game you're in that range, you're keeping pace. And here's a cool insight, across all 100 matches, the team that collected more souls was always the winner. So if your team is behind on souls, huge red flag. Time to make changes, don't accept the big L. Let's talk popularity. Our top pick heroes? Infernus, Paradox and Haze. Infernus alone was picked in 87 of 100 matches, with Paradox and Haze each at 76. These heroes are absolute staples in high ranks. But here's the kicker, not every popular pick is a guaranteed win. Then we've got our underdogs, Dynamo, Kelvin and Viscous, barely made the roster. With Dynamo picked only 31 times in 100 matches, these heroes might not be meta-defining, but they do have potential, especially if you're looking to surprise the enemy. Popular means good? Let's dive into how popularity stacks up against actual performance. Our top pick heroes, Infernus, Haze and Paradox, are clear favorites showing up in almost all high-ranked matches. But here's the twist. High picked rates don't necessarily mean high win rates. Infernus, the most picked hero, has a decent win rate of 55%, but Haze and Paradox? They both drop below 41%, with Paradox landing at only 39%. Being popular doesn't always mean they're leading teams to victory. Now, take some of our lesser picked heroes, like Dynamo and Lady Geist. Dynamo was picked only 31 times, yet he holds a solid win rate of 58%, outperforming almost all of the top picks. Same for Lady Geist, chosen in just 39 matches, rocks the highest win rate on the board at 59%. These under-the-radar heroes may not be crowd's favorite, but they quietly lead their teams to victory. So, does picking a popular hero means you're set to win? Not always. While Infernus brings solid numbers, Haze and Paradox prove that high picked rates don't guarantee success. Meanwhile, heroes like Dynamo and Lady Geist show that sometimes the overlooked picks pack the most punch. Choose wisely, because popularity alone won't carry you to victory. Alright, a lot have been said, here's a quick reality check. This data is an insight into high-level gameplay, not the be-all and end-all for every match or rank. Just because Haze and Paradox might struggle at the top doesn't mean they can be effective at other ranks. At your level, players might not be countering them effectively, which could let you pull off great plays with these heroes. So, if you're finding success with these heroes, keep doing what works. Use this data as a guide to improve your gameplay, but trust your own experience too. This information can help you anticipate challenges, spot opportunities and refine your approach as you climb the ranks. Now, let's break down some individual stats to help you spot the specific areas that might be lacking in your matches. Maybe your team lacks damage output, or you're always far behind on souls. This list might reveal what's missing and which heroes could help fill those gaps. 18% of the matches Rage played, she was the top 1 soul collector. Yamato comes in second place with 14% and Infernos in third with 13%. Vindicta is the big killer in the game. In 24% of the matches she played, she was top 1 assassin, followed by Haze and Great Talon. This number is crazy. Dynamo is the king of kill assists in every one of 3 matches he plays. It is a hard hero to execute, as you need a huge team coordination, but when you pull it off, oh baby. Who does more damage? Great Talon in 25% of the matches he plays. Remember that he also showed up as number 3 on kills, so if you feel that your matches need more blood, Great Talon and Vindicta are good choices. In MOBA games, kills are worth nothing if they are not translated in taking down structure. Abrams, Seven and Wraith can help you with that. In lower ranked levels, one of the most common things is to get 1 or 2 kills and go back jungling. Don't be a noob and destroy those walkers. The biggest healer on Deadlock is not a support player. Savage game. Lady Geist appears as the top healer on 61%, let me repeat, 61% of the games she played. That's the highest top level individual performance of all. Kelvin and Dynamo, the true support players, come right behind her. Lastly, the top performance stats that no player wants to win, the most deaths. Curious enough, Haze and Paradox, 2 of the 3 most picked heroes, are second and third places in this ranking. Meaning, the more a hero is played, the more opportunities the player base has to learn how to counter it. So, whether you need more power in a specific area or just want to cover weaknesses, this list gives you a clear snapshot of which heroes can step up to fill those needs. Adjusting based on what's lacking in your matches could be the key to improve your overall strategy and pushing your game to the next level. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty with data-backed insights on the best and worst heroes. Based on my analysis across multiple performance metrics, I've identified the top 3 and bottom 3 heroes to pick if you want to maximize your chances of winning in Deadlock. Let's kick things off with Lady Geist, the Lich Queen. In the upper ranks, Lady Geist is not just another pick, she's practically a game changer. With a win rate of 59%, Lady Geist is one of the most effective choices in high-stake matches. But what makes her so dominant? Let's dive into the stats and her unique skill set. Her healing rate is staggering 62%, that's more than double the average of most heroes. And it's not just healing, it's also done damage. She's siphoning health directly from her enemies with her abilities, placing her in top 2 in player damage. She also ranks among the top for structural damage with a rate of 13%, and her offensive capabilities are just as ruthless. Malice and SS Bomb abilities guarantees her the top 1 position in player damage on more than 15% of the games she plays. This is huge considering the small gun she carries. And then there's Soul Exchange, the ultimate comeback tool. She can 1v1 any player in the game and win the fight. Her skill set allows her to stay aggressive, trade health tactically, and even turn near-death situations into victories. It's no wonder she's one of the top performing heroes. In 39 matches she played, she appears as a top performer 42 times. If you want a hero who can stay in the fight, manage health tactically, and bring consistent pressure to the enemy, Lady Geist is your pick. She's a Lich Queen who's always ready to turn the tables. Next up, let's talk about Abrams, the powerhouse of objective control. In upper tier matches, Abrams isn't just another tank, he's practically a requirement for any team serious about winning. With a win rate of 64% when paired with other top performing heroes, Abrams is one of the best picks for securing victories in Deadlock. Why is that? Let's get into the details. First, let's talk about structure damage. We previously saw that Abrams leads the field with a structure damage rate of 22%. If you're looking to push objectives and put pressure on the enemy team defenses, Abrams is your go-to pick. His ability to deal consistent structured damage means he's the cornerstone of any successful push. But Abrams isn't just about hitting structure, he's a tank through and through. When it comes to survivability, Abrams has the durability to absorb hits, drawing enemies' fire and protecting his teammates. In 59 matches, Abrams ranked as a top performer 40 times, showing just how essential he is to the team's success. If your playstyle is all about pushing, tanking and controlling the battlefield, Abrams is your hero. He packs a punch. And now let's talk about Dynamo, one of our least picked heroes. Dynamo might seem like an unusual choice, but the data tells a different story. Dynamo excels in kill assists, being the top performer in 32% of the matches he played. That's the highest kill assist rate in the entire game. With 58%, Dynamo has one of the highest win rates among all heroes in the upper ranks. He's a hidden gem that top players seem to overlook. His versatility extends further with a healing performance rate of 10%, a number that puts him among the best support heroes. He may not lead in damage, but he's a consistent presence that gives his team an edge. If you're looking for a hero who can truly support teammates with both kills and damage setups, Dynamo is your guy. So don't let his lower pick rate fool you. Dynamo is a support player's dream, and if you want to make a difference in your team's performance, give him a shot. He's got the numbers to back it up. Warden struggles to make a meaningful impact in high-level matches, with a win rate of 50% over 44 appearances. His contribution across performance areas are always below the average, on top-bottom of the ranking, 11th on kills, 10th in kill assists. Additionally, Warden's high death count, top 1, makes him a riskier choice in intense matchups. These minimal top performances and frequent deaths highlight why Warden is a challenging pick for competitive play, often outperformed by heroes with more consistent impact. Viscous struggles to make a meaningful impact in top-tier matches, with a win rate of 49%, placing him just below the average threshold. Viscous fails to make any significant mark in kills or structural damage, with almost no top 5 performances in 37 matches he played. While he does achieve a 4th place on kill assists, his overall impact compared with other support heroes is minimal, putting him most of the time below on the rankings. And rounding up the bottom is Paradox, who, despite being amongst the most picked heroes, has a loss rate of 61%. Paradox may bring some value in very specific moments, but the numbers don't lie. She struggles to perform in a way that translates to wins. She also ranks on top 3 in death rate, making her a fragile pick in tense situations. So there you have it, Lady Geist, Abrams and Dynamo for maximum impact, and Warden, Viscous and Paradox if you're up for a challenge. These picks can make or break your matches, so choose wisely and as always, keep your cool. That's your deep dive in Deadlock Meta. Don't forget to download the cheat sheet. Grab it so you don't have to watch this video on repeat. Trust me, more time watching videos means less time kicking ass on Deadlock. Link is in the description. As you can see, I'm diving deep into Deadlock strategies and sharing everything with you, so hit the subscribe button, smash like and share it with your squad. See you in the next one. Make every second in Deadlock count.